Okay, all right. So I start recording, and I will start the session today also. So first, each of everyone will take turn and share about their experiences of their practice during this week. Okay. So who wanna go first? You can share your experiences about your assignment, about the practice you have done during this week. So who wanna come first?
Thì nó cô lên mà từng biết đi.
Chị em tự nói.
And remember that you only have, each of you have about 5 to 7 minutes to talk about it.
Can I speak Vietnamese, Olga? Thì sao mà giờ Hey Olga, can I speak Vietnamese? Thì anh thêm dịch lại nhé. Thì trên quá thì em hơi lơ là về cái việc bài tập chút nên là chưa coi được cả hai video kia. Còn về thực hiện gì trong tuần qua thì hai tuần qua em cũng thử xem là cái việc em cảm nhận cái việc cái vi giáo của em chắc là đang bị hơi công nghiệp á, nên là em thích ăn em thấy cảm thấy ngon những cái đồ gì mà có đường này, những cái đồ dầu mỡ này, nên hai tuần qua em thử hạn chế dùng những đồ có đường lại. Đấy thì em thấy trên cái vi giáo của em cũng có thay đổi một chút đó, nên khi em uống lại những cái ly sữa có đường đi chẳng hạn thì nó sẽ cảm giác như quá ngọt đó. Em nghĩ cái việc mà đường cũng là một thứ gây nghiện, một thứ gây nghiện thực sự, mà hẳn là mà nhiều người thực sự nghĩ là đường thực sự tốt á, nhưng mà hẳn đường đôi khi sẽ làm mình cảm thấy tốt ở giai đoạn đầu, nhưng mà là giai đoạn tốt lần sau, nhưng mà là cái giai đoạn sau thì hẳn sẽ làm cho mình hẳn cái cơ thể mình mệt mỏi hơn á. Nếu nghĩ cái việc của uống đường nhiều hẳn cũng có rất ảnh hưởng đến sức khỏe, nhưng vì thế em là lựa chọn cố gắng thay đổi bản thân là hạn chế dùng đường dần dần đó, chứ không phải nhảy một phát là không dùng đường luôn, bởi vì làm thế em cũng cơ thể em cũng không thể thích nghi kịp. Nên chắc là để em thấy cái mà em làm nhiều nhất về dinh dưỡng. Một cái nữa là về ăn uống đi, thì khi mà em về nhà thì em cũng thấy nhà em ăn thịt quá nhiều á, thì em cũng cảm giác như em ngại ăn thịt á. Đấy thì chắc là thói quen dần thì, hoặc là khi em ăn cái chi em cũng cảm nhận được là em cũng nghĩ tới là cái đó hẳn được làm từ như nào, từ gì này, xong rồi sẽ làm như thế nào đấy, và hẳn sẽ có mất đi những cái chất dinh dưỡng khi mình chế biến ấy. Bởi vì đó, với cả em cũng đến giờ thì em cũng biết được khá nhiều thứ. Tóm lại là lúc em về nhà khi em ăn miếng thì em cũng giật mình là kiểu vì sao mình ăn thịt hơi nhiều á, vì em cảm thấy em cũng không quen nữa. Đấy nên em thấy cái việc ăn thịt là cũng thực sự không phải nên cũng khá là, nên em nghĩ cơ thể em hiện tại là đã nhìn thay đổi theo hướng tích cực trong 2 tuần qua.
Tích cực như thế nào?
Tích cực như thế nào thì em cảm giác như em ăn thịt rất là mệt người, và cả em ngày xưa hình như cái lúc ban đầu của em là em cũng từ nhỏ em là thích ăn trái nữa, không kiểu thực sự kiểu từ nhỏ em là thích ăn trái rồi, kiểu em thích ăn trái nhưng mà gia đình em lại cái việc có việc ăn chay là một cái thứ gọi là hắn chỉ có đi chùa hoặc là đi tu mới ăn chay thôi, còn lại mình phải kiêng ăn thịt. Nhưng mà từ nhỏ em mà thích ăn mấy kiểu cái đồ rau củ quả, xong mấy cái cuốn đồ hũ rồi cả kiểu thôi. Thì sau nhưng mà kiểu chắc một thời gian gia đình ăn thịt quá nhiều, kiểu trong nhà là bữa nào phải có thịt á, thịt là cái món quan trọng nhất. Thế sau thịt là cá, chứ không bao giờ đặt nặng những cái rau củ quả lên đâu hết á. Thế nhưng sau khi em vào đây em ăn, mặc dù ăn cũng chưa quen lắm nhưng mà dần dần thì cũng lúc em ăn xong thì cơ thể em cảm giác nhẹ nhàng hơn á, nó sẽ nhẹ nhàng hơn rất nhiều khi mà mình ăn thịt á. Đấy thì hẳn nhẹ nhàng vậy là hẳn cũng cảm giác như mình được kiểu thính lộc hay sao ấy, kiểu chứ. Đấy. Đó thì đó là cái thay đổi tích cực về ăn uống. Còn về đường thì em thấy hẳn cũng, em thấy việc hạn chế dùng đường hẳn cũng giúp cho mình, em thấy hẳn sẽ làm cho mình thoải mái hơn trong việc ăn uống. Những cái ví dụ em ăn những cái đồ gì không có đường nha, thì những cái đồ đó thường, những cái đồ không có đường, những cái đồ thực sự tốt. Và hẳn không phải kiểu hẳn và sao ta, ví dụ hôm bữa đi thì uống một cái sữa của sữa gì ra, sữa ma, không phải không, cái sữa ma của ma đen đúng không? Đó thì uống cái sữa ma đen kiểu hẳn sẽ tốt đó, với cảm giác hẳn không nhiều cái chất đường vào, nhưng mà em uống mình không quen á. Thế nhưng mà em muốn cơ thể em thay đổi làm sao mà khi em ăn được cái đồ đó em mình cảm giác được cái đó ngon, và cái đó hẳn thực sự tốt cho sức khỏe. Thế thì đó là em vừa thay đổi được cái nhận thức. Còn về cái vị giác, những cái cảm giác của em lúc uống thì hẳn vẫn chưa được thực sự thay đổi tốt nhưng mà em mong muốn, nên là cố gắng thay đổi dần dần. Thế rồi hơi dài
Dịu không biết dịch.
yoga kiểu.
So in the last 2 weeks, he tried to experiencing in his body, because before he get used to he very addictive to sugar and industrial food, packaging food, and until now he still feel that though industrial food is so delicious and attractive to him, but he changed his body gradually. So in the last 2 weeks, he tried to reduce the amount of sugar that he consumed. And for example, when he drink milk, nut milk, he tried to put less and less sugar. Đầu tiên là về đường đúng không? And he tried to get off the industrial food gradually. And thanks to this environment, surrounding environment, because we live together here, so the surrounding environment support him on that, because we consume only plant-based diet and a lot of healthy food. So he support him a lot in his journey to change himself. And he think that his body cannot change dramatically at the time, so he tried to readily change how he consume. And secondly, when he come back home last week, a week before, so he realized that his family consume a lot of meat in his milk, and traditionally people in his house believe that they have to have meat and fish in the milk rather than vegetables. And he realized it's not unhealthy habit that he can observe. And whenever he facing any food or any drink, he asks himself where it come from, how it's cooked, how it do they still have the healthy values in that product, in the food anymore. And he be more aware of what he drink, what he eat, what he consume. And he can see the changing. And he believe that in the past, when he was young, he really want to go for like vegetables, but he was taught that meat and fish is the best source of nutrition that he can have in his family. And now he have the change to try to become not really a vegetarian, but go for more plant-based diet, and he feel good about that.
But I want to understand the reason for this change. Why do you think that fish and meat is not healthy? Is it because of ethical reasons, or because it's industrially produced, or because you think that all meat and fish inherently bad? Like what is the reason?
Đó là cái lý do mà mình ăn thịt.
Tại sao em nghĩ là việc nhà em ăn thịt cá nhiều quá thì nó không tốt á. Thì anh nghĩ là anh có thể nói như vậy. Sau là em cảm thấy cơ thể nhẹ nhàng hơn. Em phải bổ sung thêm được không? So he have like and like luckily he also say that I asked him before that how he feel the change during the time. He said in the last 2 weeks he also observed himself, he observed his body, how he feel and how it changed. So he also said that he feel more light, his body feel more alive and more easy when he not consume a lot of meat, when he consume like plant-based diet, and that's how he feel. And let me ask him that he want to ask more in answering your question.
Em nghĩ là vì em đọc cái sách đọc giấc mơ của Hay á, thì các bạn cái trong đó cái ní hẳn xin là để mà ăn cỏ này chứ không phải ăn thịt này, cái trái dài của mình cũng xin là để ăn thịt này, vì thì cả hai là mình chứ không phải là những cái loại của nó biết ăn thịt khác. Thì em nghĩ do cái một phần là do cái nhận thức của em nữa, sau đó từ cái nhận thức hẳn ảnh hưởng đến niềm tin đó. Đôi khi cái niềm tin nó sẽ đến ngược lại, về cái lúc em ăn thịt em cảm nhận như đó không phải cái thịt đó không phải là cái thứ mình thực sự cần. Nó nhân em cảm giác như khi mà mình nhìn vào một thứ mình cảm giác cái đó không thực sự ổn á, thì hẳn nhân quay ngược lại là mình cảm giác không tốt. Thì em nghĩ là do cái nhận thức của em ảnh hưởng tới cái việc mà em cảm nhận cái không tốt.
He said this, he thought it firstly because of his awareness, and he read and he doing some research and he reads more about the nutrition, about the food that he eat, and he rely in the kind of thing that he read, he realized that the meat and fish, the meat is not really like healthy and suitable for him. And then he started to like observe himself during the process that not consume meat. After he had the awareness, and from awareness, and he formed a belief and he experienced, and then he thought that it's not good at all. It's not that much good when we consume meat.
Okay. But you also need to realize that vegetarian diet is very cleansing, right? So it's very common to have the lightness and lightness in the body and the mind, and you know the energy circulates better. But you know our body goes in waves, so you need to have cleansing time and building time, cleansing time and building time. So different people have different needs, right? Different proportions. But vegan societies didn't exist, and there is a good reason for it, because vegan diet is very deficient, and you know a lot of nutrients are not in their form that our body can use. It's like having a pile of bricks or having a house. So animals give us a house with a key. You just come and live there, you sleep there, right? But vegetables give us bricks. So you still need a lot of resources. You need workers, you need cement, you need to work hard, and then you can build the house. So animals give us vitamin A, and we need vitamin A. But plants, they do not have vitamin A. So when you see that, oh, guac has vitamin A, it's not true. You know, guac fruit has beta carotenes, the bricks. And then if your liver is very healthy, you can make vitamin A. But your liver will have to work hard, and you need a lot of cofactors. So, you know, there are all these nuances that you need to understand, that sometimes when you are sick, you really need to eat fish soup or chicken soup, because you just want to have something ready for you, so you don't have to work hard to produce. And so for me, the meat argument is more about, is it healthy meat or unhealthy meat? So when it's industrially produced, even though it has the same name, it will be more like product. But if it's from guys like this, you know, who are walking around here and feed themselves under the sun, so their eggs will be real food. and will be very good for health, and will help us. So the fish, the eggs, the animals that are produced like that do not pollute the environment. They do not create all these problems that industrial complex produces. So, for the ethical reasons, for health reasons, for environmental reasons, this kind of animals and fish will not have the problems. So it's nice to understand that there is a difference. And some people need 90% vegetable and 10% meat, but there are types of people who need 90% meat and 10% vegetable. Some need, 90% cooked, some, like 90% raw. And if the people who need cooked will force themselves to eat raw, they will have imbalance, they will have bloating, low energy, candida, their hair will fall out. Just because somebody in the family can eat raw and they look healthy doesn't mean that everybody in the family should do the same. You need to really respect. So now when you feel good and eating vegetable, that's a good sign to continue. So when you feel good with your lifestyle, that's a thumbs up, right? So, keep going. But when there is a point when you start to feel, okay, this is your wave on the way down. So maybe you need more cooked, maybe you need more meat, maybe you need more something else. So you need to respect of where you are. Are you on the up of the vegetarian wave, or are you on the down slope of vegetarian wave? So just it takes observation and self-respect and self-love to notice that. So yeah, it's very interesting, the sharing, and congratulations on cutting down on sugar, because it's very difficult to do. I know that. So happy to hear. Okay, thank you. I'm done.
Thank you, Olga. Maybe we have some time to translate for him. Dịch nãy Olga nói.
Ý là cô nói về cái việc là thực ra thì tức là cái nhu cầu thịt cá các thứ thì nó cũng tùy người ấy. Tức không phải là thịt nó luôn luôn xấu, hoặc là cá luôn luôn xấu, nó cũng có những cái vitamin nhất định. Và kiểu ngay cả đồ ăn nấu hoặc là đồ ăn raw như kiểu salad các thứ cũng thế. Có những người sẽ có nhu cầu thịt nhiều hơn, có những người sẽ có nhu cầu rau nhiều hơn, có những người sẽ có nhu cầu kiểu đồ ăn cook nhiều hơn, hoặc là đồ ăn raw nhiều hơn như vậy. Thì nói chung là cái point của cô là quan sát cái việc giống như là
nhưng mà ta bổ sung này thì nhưng mà cái điều quan trọng khác biệt giữa cái việc ăn thịt hại và ăn thịt có lợi đó chính là con vật nó được nuôi như thế nào.
Đúng rồi.
Nếu mà nó nuôi như là ở dưới cái farm này, ở dưới nó được nuôi tự nhiên thả vườn thì đó là một cái food, còn nếu không phải nó là một cái product, tức là một cái sản phẩm công nghiệp. Mấy con gà được nuôi như công nghiệp, hay là một cái trang trại, hay là một con bò được nuôi để dắt sữa, những con thứ nuôi công nghiệp đó thì nó không tốt, hay là một cái product thôi. Thì cái point khác biệt giữa cái thịt có lợi, thịt có hại, nó nằm ở cái chỗ là cái cách nuôi nhốt nó. Và kể cả về những cái luận điểm liên quan tới ethical, là liên quan tới cái vấn đề là đạo đức, hay là vấn đề môi trường, hay là sức khỏe, thì cái việc mà consume cái động vật mà công nghiệp đó thì nó không có giúp ích cho những đó. Nhưng mà những cái con vật mà được nuôi thả tự nhiên như vậy, những động vật hoang dã như vậy, thì nó đều đáp ứng được các nhu cầu liên quan tới môi trường hay là này kia. Rồi tiếp đi.
Với lại là thì cũng kiểu quan sát xem là cái cơ thể mình nó như thế nào, nó có theo chiều hướng tốt không. Nếu như mà kiểu cân nặng nó bị xuống quá mức hay gì đó thì có thể cần nhiều đồ ăn nấu chín, và những cái có thể là thêm, cô nói thịt các thứ
thì nó tùy. Nói chung là tại vì thức ăn chay nó sẽ kiểu cleaning rất là sạch và nó rất là kiểu nhẹ nhàng như mình nói á, nên nó sẽ, nhưng mà có thể nó sẽ cần những lúc up and down như vậy. Khi mà thấy mình down xuống quá rồi,
tức là xây dựng và
trong macrobiotic gọi là âm và dương đó, thì khi mà ăn quá âm á, tức là ăn rau củ ăn này kia nọ nhiều quá âm á, thì còn phải dương lại. Thì ý của cô thì vậy đó, thì cần phải khi mà nó up nó down rồi phải up lên lại. Thịt thuật cái thay đổi là cái việc để up nó lên lại vậy. Nhưng mà cô nói nếu mà bây giờ mà rất happy với cái việc mà ăn chay thì và cái việc thay đổi cái lối sống thì cô chúc mừng về cái chuyện đó. Và cô đặc biệt chúc mừng về cái việc mà mày thay đổi cái chế độ liên quan tới đường. Tại vì đường là một thứ rất là nghiện và rất là khó để thay đổi. Cô hiểu điều đó, nhưng mà mày thay đổi tốt thì keep going on, kiểu cứ tiếp tục với những cái thứ đó. Còn nếu mà thấy chế độ ăn hoặc một thứ bây giờ ổn thì vẫn tiếp tục với cái đó. Nhưng vấn đề là đối với mọi người thì nó sẽ có những cái nhu cầu, những cái thời điểm bản thân mình đó, cho nên không có một cái gì nó cố định mà mình sẽ liên tục mà quan sát rồi ghi nhận rồi thay đổi rồi gì đó nó phổ. Ok.
Em chia sẻ đi kìa. Không, lỗi giờ bạn Huy chậm chưa?
Lỗi giờ à?
So for me, I think that actually because of also my lifestyle and my habit that before maybe I concerned that I don't have the breakfast. I mean that I don't eat anything like in the breakfast, and I worry that before many people told me that it's not good because breakfast is to be considered one of the most important meal in the day. But so after I study with youth and I try to experience that not having breakfast at all during the time. So I only have lunch and dinner, and I feel okay with that. I think that it comes from the belief and the awareness as well. So before, like when I don't have breakfast, I still worry that I gonna have some problem with my health, something like that. So I go more with the right terms of nature and of myself. So I can observe myself more. Okay, when I want to eat, how much I want to eat, and when I want to sleep, and how much I want to sleep. Also for the sleeping, I try to listen. It's not about what time is it that I need to sleep, but about how my body tell me that I need to go to bed. So I try to do it, and I feel so good about that. And I avoid the alarms as well. Like if before some time that I set the alarm to get up, like to just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 hours, and then I set an alarm. I think 6 hours or 7 hours is enough. So now I try to get it up and observe myself. So when I can get up, and I really can say that for those days that my body I feel tired or I thinking too much, I tend to sleep more. But there are days that I feel well, so I tend to sleep late. And it's the process of observe myself, because I think that nutrition, everything is like it's individual case. And living together in this house give me the chance to consume the healthy food. Wing and another friends, they cook I really can feel happy with that food. You know, food make me happy. Then she always cook some cookie or some cake or some healthy meal and it's kombucha. We're making kombucha at home right now. And yeah, and last week I also told that okay, I want to drink kombucha, so they bought 2 bottles of kombucha for me, and I feel so good drinking that kind of thing. When I drink kombucha, I observe myself that my digestive system maybe work better. I feel good about that, so I try to drink more kombucha and eat healthy food and try to practice what I have learned that. But before, you know, I'm so happy that for a long time I haven't consumed much industrial products, and I think that's my experience so far. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm finished.
Okay. For me this week I have the experience with fasting. Actually I do not intend to fast, but one morning when I wake up, I feel that my body do not want to consume anything. So I have a fasting for 4 days. And I used to fast one time like 2 years ago for 8 days. And so in this time I see some difference. Like I feel that I experience the Tao phải nhìn mặt tao phải nói được. I feel that I feel it's easier for me to fast. Like I still at first I think that I will not join in activities with people in the room, in the house, or cook for them. But when I fast, I still have the energy and really welcome to still cooking, still sitting together with them in the dinner or the lunch without eating. Yeah, and I also feel that my body is really light, and I see the difference clearly in each day that I fast. Like in the first day and the second day, I still can run, can run and can dance in the beach. And I feel that on the day my mental health is really good. Yeah, and it relate with the physical health. It also really good. I just feel that on some moments of the day, I also have some kinds of hungry, but it just passed, and then I still have a balanced energy. And I also observed that on those days, like around the third or the fourth day, I feel that I just want to have some kinds of water, or maybe juice, or raw vegetable. I do not have the feeling that I want to eat any cooked food, or or journeying for that. I just see then I don't want to eat that. And one thing that I see that is important is that through this fasting experience, I can see that I want to apply it in like, for example, like 1 week I can fast for 1 day, or like that, and as a way to reset, and it's like maybe it can become my routine. I think it's the most important, because I know that fasting is health cleansing, and in although every day I also do not usually have a breakfast, so I eat it's kind of like intermittent fasting, because I feel that it's going to help to keep my body balanced, and a way for me to nourish my body. And also at in the early morning, I don't feel that I want to consume anything. So I through this fasting experience, I want to add more to my routine. It's kind of really, I think is a really great experience for me.
And when I'm listening to you talking about fasting, I wonder if you and other members of the group would be interested to dedicating one of our cycles, their presentation and then experience and discussion, so like two Sundays to fasting. Because it sounds like you are really into it, and you already have good results and then experiences. So maybe I can share about different types of fasting, how to make it safe, how to make it more effective, and like what are the pluses and minuses of different things, like how you get into it, how you do it, how you get out of it. So if it's something interesting, we can put it as a poll for their next presentations, because I was thinking about continuing with their nutrition, like talk about the superfood, and talk about their special nutrition for immune system, how to be resilient, to be strong, about adaptogens and stuff like that, and also about fasting. So I think that, you know, if we can put these 3 topics in the poll for next time, you know, you guys can vote if you want superfood, if you want immune support, or you want fasting for the next topic. You know, it sounds like you already have, you know, a lot to share also. And so, yeah, we can go deeper into it together.
So whatever happen next week, we still have like you mean it's only the orders that matter, right? But you still talk about the superfood and the immune system and about the fasting as well, or you only
so these are the 3 topics that I suggest that you guys choose one of them. So my idea was to talk about superfood, how to take normal food and turn it into superfood, or how to upgrade. So we already talked 2 times about it a little bit in the original presentation about the 3 vitality pillars. And I also mentioned, you know, some of this during the nutritional talk, right? But we can go deeper into the topic of upgrades and, you know, how to make your nutrition kind of super nutrition. So that's one topic. We can call it superfood. Then another idea and another cycle of 2 Sundays is immune. Yeah, so how can we be stronger than any stressors? How to be stronger than emotional stress, physical stress, stronger than COVID. So this is topic number 2. So first is superfood, second is immune. And the topic number 3, she just inspired me, you know, because fasting is a very confusing topic, and there are so many different ideas on how to do it. So I can share with you what I think about it, and then we can experience it. Everybody can choose their own type, what they want to try, from something very mild to something intense and heroic. So everybody can decide what they want to do, so that the Sunday after that we can kind of compare the notes and you know, do our traditional way, you know, share with each other. So these are the 3 things: superfood, immune, or fasting. We can post in the group if you know, some of you, their admins, can create the poll, and then we ask people what they prefer. So my original plan to go with the superfood, but you know, if you want to choose something else to go first, it's, for me, is okay. Or we can choose something different. You know, you already have a lot of ideas and topics what I like talking about, and you can choose from those as well. Okay, this is kind of a side talk about the fasting and their future.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Olga. So here's my turn. I will talk about my experiences and my habits recently. About a week ago, I realized that when I eat very fast, and like and I feel like a lot of a big thing go through my mouth, and I feel uncomfortable about it. So I decided to choose the habit to be mindful about eating. Whenever I eat, I try to be mindful to chew very carefully and to eat slowly, so that I can actually get the most out of the food. At first, it is quite hard because it requires mindfulness to do this. Sometimes I remember doing this, sometimes I don't. But after every meal, I try to remind myself that yeah, I need to eat slowly. I need to chew more carefully, so that I can feel easier for me. After a few days, I started to have the mindfulness about eating. So I choose. So every meal, I try to chew carefully and try to eat as slowly as I can, and yeah, try to remind myself about that. Yeah, when I do this, I practice this. I realize that the food is no longer is big too big to go get into my mouth, and I feel very easy. And I realize that when I chew more carefully, I will be full longer. I'm not sure whether it's true or not, but I feel like that. Yeah. Besides, when I eat slowly, I feel a little bit. I have a toothache right here. Like I don't know, but it's have a little bit. And about 2 months ago, I also have a toothache. So when I chew too carefully, too slowly, then I have toothache, but not too much, but it's slightly. But I think it's okay. Yeah, and besides, I am vegetarian right now. So at first, I go back to my family. I think it's gonna be very big problem because my parents and everyone is eating a lot of meats, and yeah, they rarely eat the vegetable or yeah, and fruits. But after a while, I live with them, and they kind of being affected by me. They started to my sisters and my mom started to eat more vegetable and eat less meat, and they even say that they really like eating fruits, eating my food, my vegetarian food. Yeah. So I think it's very a good sign when everyone eat on my side. Yeah. So, but I also have another problem. You know, when I poop, I feel that it's a little bit hard to do that. I don't know why. And sometimes I have stomach ache. I'm not sure whether it's because of the food or because of something else. Besides, I also eat like industrialized food. I mean the food that is packaged. Not much, but I think it's somehow it still affect me. But, yeah. Mm, so besides, I no longer have desire to eat meat anymore. But sometimes I still have the idea. Yeah, I can go back to eat a little meat or fish, so that I can like get into with people for more eat into with other people easier. But I still don't want to go back to eat meat anymore. Yeah, and that's just also there's one more thing I'm gonna share. I realized that during a month there is a time that my energy is really high. I can do a lot of things. I can focus. I can very disciplined. But sometimes I feel the energy really low. I don't want to do anything anymore. So at that time I just go with it. I just play video games. I just watch movie. I just do not do anything. But after 2 or 3 days, and I have entry back again. So I just got back to work city. Yeah, just a little bit my sharings. I finished.
And I congratulate you on this decision to be mindful about slowing down and chewing, because I think that after my first favorite principle, eat food, this is my second favorite. Mindful eating and chewing. And in the beginning, there is a very helpful trick, is that when you eat with other people, to tell them about your commitment, about your decision, and ask for their help, because in some moments you can remember and slow down, but there are many moments when your thoughts are speeding up, you know, your eating is speeding up, and then some other people can notice and can help you. So, you know, please ask for the support of the people that you eat with. And you know, you can even create some games and jokes about it, you know, to make it more fun, like less you know, discipline type, like blah, 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 you know. So so that everybody can enjoy the process, and maybe you can help them as well to be more mindful, because usually it goes both ways. You know, when people remind you, they remind themselves. You know, it's my favorite 4 H's. You know, the last H is help. So when you help others, you learn better. So, you know, you can teach and ask others for help. And you know, as for the bowel movement, you know, the pooping and their stomach aches, I think that what you are doing is exactly what you need to do, is, you know, to chew better, to be mindful what you eat, to minimize the industrial food, and also make sure that you're well hydrated with water that is rich with minerals and can hydrate you well, right? So before meal, it's nice to have a warm glass of good quality water, like cold spring water, or reconstitute water with salt if it's filtered water, or eat something that is very juicy. You know, can be some fruit, can be some greens, you know, can be a glass of juice that is freshly squeezed, something that will help you with hydration. And another thing is, when pooping is hard, it's important to be mindful to eat something fermented every day, so that all the probiotics that go out, you get new ones in, you know, to create this flow, you know, in and out. They will help. So when you're chewing, you're actually helping to move everything smoother and faster. And also when you're, you know, chewing probiotics and prebiotics, which is all the fermented foods. So that can be a good addition to what you're already doing. So that, you know, that can make the results even better. Okay, that's it. That's what I wanted to comment on. So congratulations on their mindful eating.
And so I want to ask about the toothache. Can you just...
Well, of course, if there is a serious problem, you need to go and see the professional. But a lot of times you can do a lot by yourself. There are courses and books written on how to remineralize the enamel, and how to make healthy gums by having a lot of vitamin C and less industrial foods, because everything that you eat is in your blood, and then the blood brings it to your mouth, right? To your gums, to your teeth. And actually it's the sugar from the blood, not the sugar that you eat, that destroys the teeth and creates the cavities and toothache. But once you have the toothache, I have kind of the emergency measure. I take the clove that is, you know, still in like the big piece, not the powder clove, but you know, the clove spice that is a piece, yeah. And you put it on the tooth, and you don't chew it very fast, because if you chew it, you know, it will be too intense. It will be too spicy. But if you just kind of let it dissolve, and so clove has a lot of medicine inside. So some of this medicine kill the pain. It's a wonderful painkiller for toothache. The second, it will reduce inflammation and will kill bacteria and virus and, you know, everything else that may be causing the pain. You know, you still need to see the doctor, right? So, you know, if there is a serious problem, you need to see the professional. But at least to make it easier and like softer for yourself, just a piece of clove, and like, you know, slowly chew on it, will numb the area, will kill the pain, and will actually reduce the swelling, the inflammation, and you know, has the antibacterial effect. So that can be good.
So I don't know what is clove. I don't know what the thing is. Clove or something. I don't know what it is.
I will post it in the group because this can be very helpful. It's very inexpensive. I usually carry it in my purse with me everywhere. So it's something that I found that works very well.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, my friends are leaving now. If you don't mind, I will leave you guys to discuss the other assignments, and then I will look at the posts and also we'll see their updates, and we can stay in touch on their text, okay? Because I just realized that the people that I drove in here, they have some appointments, and so I need to cut it a little bit shorter today.
Yeah,
so I apologize, but I heard the story, so now I know what was going on. So thank you so much for sharing. I will post about the oral health and the clothes, and and then I will look for the updates of what else you discussed, and other assignments and the documentaries and stuff like that, because I'm curious to know what people did, and then we decide on the next week. Okay. Okay. I will leave the meeting, and we'll stay in touch.
Mày đang nói xàm đúng không? Đang bật. Rồi mình làm gì mình đi? Xong rồi hả? Huy ơi, Huy có cái post tới trên group nha.
Dạ cái post dẫn cái post về cái bốn ha, cái khảo sát ha.
Cái khảo sát thì có cái này nè. Cái khảo sát cái tạo cái đó nha.
Dạ. Ủa em
còn
nó hỏi cái friend này ngoài cái có cái MVC đó có cái gì liên quan đến kiểu cái healing này nào có không? Cái
cái gathering hả?
Ngoài cái MVC còn gì liên quan healing với gì?
MVC thật ra thì không biết con Phương Vũ nó có làm hay không á, nhưng mà còn lại thì hỏi chị Uyên á, chị Uyên làm content của mấy cái đó, tao chỉ làm content của mấy cái đi ra ngoài thôi.
Ok. Rồi ok nha.
Uyên cái nó làm cái gì? Mày có tham gia không?
Có, nhưng mà không tham gia hết, nhưng mà kiểu tham gia vào mấy cái anh để
mày chọn. Mày biết không, là tụi ta sẽ không công bố chương trình trước cho mà sẽ không biết là ngày đó diễn ra cái gì hết trơn á. Chương trình chỉ được công bố vào 18 giờ hàng ngày, cho nên kể cả participant cũng không biết chuyện gì diễn ra ngày hôm sau hết trơn á.
Em còn không biết chương trình đó có cái gì đâu em.
Vậy hả? Ok, nếu mà thấy ok thì em sẽ đi nha.
Em nếu đi tham gia hay em, anh đã chốt danh sách nha, từ đây tới 15 tây là chốt danh sách cái chỗ ở nha, còn không thôi là tự sắp xếp mọi thứ, tự ăn tự ở nghe chưa. Nếu mà đi thì phải đăng ký sớm nha.
Đăng ký cho nó cái đơn không?
Cái form á.
Hai đứa bạn nên đăng ký cho.
Hai đứa bạn mà không đăng ký 15 tây mà không có cho ở nhà luôn.
Đăng ký trả lời email các kiểu thủ tục phải hoàn thành đầy đủ. Ủa? Cái đó là sự công bằng mà hiểu không?
Nó tiện cho tụi tao sắp xếp á, tự nhiên mình
không phải là cách chị bên nói không 15 tây.
Ghê.